Good evening, everyone. We are in the dark stages of winter. It is December 4. But the good news is we're only a couple weeks away from the shortest day of the year, and then we start getting light added to us again. So it is December 4, and we're talking about a Jesus short tonight. James chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. Do not be deceived, my dear brothers and sisters. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. If something is perfect, you got to know it's from heaven. There's nothing perfect here. Not anymore. There was until the fall. Everything was perfect then. Coming down from the Father of lights. What lights? Sun, the moon, and the stars. With whom there is no variation or shifting shadow. Now, if you listen to our shorts on a regular basis, you know where the sun, the moon, and the stars, what they represent. If not, go back and find it. It's only a couple weeks ago. By will, he brought us forth by the word of truth. His will brought us forth. Imagine that. Matthew 7:11. If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Really? He listens to what we say. He gives us what we ask for if we have a relationship with him, and if it's in his will. Imagine that. Matthew 24. Yahushua answered them, be careful that no one leads you astray. For many will come in my name saying, I am the Messiah. Now, when he says, be careful that no one leads you astray, he said, be careful that no one deceives you. Now, why is he talking? He's talking about the time of the end. And he says at the time of the end that many false prophets will be here, and there will be people they only hire pastors who say what their itching ears want to hear. They're going to be deceived by pastors. Bad pastors. Well, that's nothing new. We've been doing that for 2,000 years. And will lead many astray. Titus 1, verse 1. Paul, a slave of God. Now, is that a bad thing? Why is slave such a bad word? God uses it over and over. He said, you were a slave to sin. Now you're a slave to me, to righteousness. So there's no such thing in God's verbiage in the New Testament as a free man. Except the only ones that say it are the disciples. Well, we're the Jews. We are free men. Jesus says, no, you're not. You're either a slave to sin or you're a slave to me. You choose. Yahushua, for the faith of God's chosen and the knowledge of truth is in keeping with godliness. Imagine that. We are slaves of godliness. Based on the hope of eternal life. God, who cannot lie. So God cannot lie. And he said, we are slaves into righteousness. And he will talk to us. He will answer us. He will give us good things. He is a Father who loves us. I hope you're enjoying us. This is where we can be found. Please forward it to any of your friends. StreetlightGR.com, Facebook. And check us out at YouTube at Streetlight Bible Study 4006. Be blessed and always be a blessing to others. Thank you for tuning in.